So I am actually joining Chet as part of the Biostatistics Research Design Core. And so I really see my role as working with researchers who are not necessarily analysts and helping them design their projects from the ground up. Like if a researcher here at UK has an idea that has a health equity or a health disparities angle to it, and they want help designing that project and analyzing that data, then I want them to contact me. I want to be the point person to really help them jump off with that. So that's really my role within Chet. But my personal research right now, I'm working on writing a KO1 application. The American Heart Association put out a call to action in November of last year, talking about how structural racism is a huge risk factor for cardiovascular disease. And so the AHA also has this set of pooled cohort equations that can help estimate a person's 10-year cardiovascular disease risk. I want to update the data that is incorporated into those risk calculators. And I also want to add in markers of structural racism. So things like neighborhood deprivation, access to care, the neighborhood level socioeconomics, as well as an individual socioeconomic variables and achievements. And I think that whenever we incorporate those types of variables, that what we're going to see is that these big racial disparities that have been touted are not actually there, that it's not race itself that's predisposing people to cardiovascular disease, it's the impact of systemic racism. I did my undergraduate degree at Murray State University in mathematics and statistics. After that, I moved to Boston and got my master's degree in biostatistics at Boston University. After I finished at Boston University, I moved to Nashville and started working in the Division of Cardiovascular Medicine at Vanderbilt. And while I was there, I chose to pursue my PhD in epidemiology at Vanderbilt as well. I'm from Western Kentucky, and so the place that I grew up was really homogenous. And so I thought that that's how the entire world was. And then as I moved to Boston and then was in Nashville and in places with a lot more diversity, I became friends with people from backgrounds very different from my own. And so talking to them and getting to know and love people who were really different from myself and seeing how their experience in life was just completely different from mine, I felt like I had an obligation in a way to do something about that. When the most historically marginalized person thrives, then everyone thrives. If we can make life better for that person, then everyone's life is going to be better.